it's Rosie and welcome back to my channel and happy spooky season. Today I have a very exciting video planned for you guys. There are two things in life that I love. One of those things is food and number two is Halloween. So we are going to do some healthy Halloween snacks today. That is right, you heard it here, healthy Halloween snacks. There is more to this amazing holiday than candy. If you guys have not already, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the snack making.
For this first recipe, we are going to make peanut butter banana mummies. So obviously we're going to need peanut butter, bananas, popsicle sticks. I had to use skewers because I couldn't find popsicle sticks anywhere, but that is not the point. We made do, we pushed through. But peel your bananas and then cut them in half. And then once you cut it in half, you can skewer the bottoms with your popsicle sticks or whatever holder of sorts that you're using. So once the bananas were skewered, I just grabbed some craisins and I pressed them into the tops of all my bananas until each of them had their very own set of little red eyeballs, which is creepy, but it's also totally healthy and delicious.
This is totally optional, but I threw the bananas in the freezer because I love a good frozen banana.
Next up, I grabbed some peanut butter and I stuck a few spoonfuls of it in a bowl and I just popped it in the microwave for a little bit so it was a little runny so it would be easier to put on top of our bananas. So I had no rhyme or reason to this. I just grabbed a spoon, my peanut butter, and my banana, and I just tried to drizzle the peanut butter on top of the banana. So it looked like that crisscross of the toilet paper, like that the mummies are wrapped in. Not that mummies are wrapped in toilet paper, they're wrapped in fabric, but that is not the point. Anyway, you can stick the peanut butter in a piping bag if you want, but this works just as well. So this is what my mummy looked like in the end, and I just repeated it for the next 4, and I popped them in the freezer for a cute little frozen snack. For this next recipe, we are going to be making apple monsters. So obviously we need apples, we're going to use peanut butter, sunflower seeds for the teeth, strawberries for the tongue, and then I just grabbed some candy eyeballs from my local Walmart. So to start off, I just took a slice off of the apple. I did have a little bit of trouble with this one, but once you got the hang of it, it was pretty easy. So all I did was cut out a little sliver for the mouth. Careful not to cut through all the way to the bottom of the apple. We don't want to do that yet. And then once I cut out the mouth, then I just chopped the slice and I had this cute little mouth thing. I just repeated this 3 more times until I had 3 cute little apple mouths. Then I just spread peanut butter along the inside of all 3 of the apple mouths. I grabbed my strawberries and sliced them into flat little sections, and then I stuck them on the inside of the apple mouths so they looked like tongues. Blah, blah, blah. Scary tongue, scary tongue. Blah. I might as well be a scary monster too. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that that was absolutely terrifying.
I grabbed some sunflower seeds and I just poked them into the bottom and top of the apples so they looked like little tiny teeth. Next up, I just grabbed my candy eyeballs and I put a little bit of peanut butter on the back of them and then I just stuck it to the apples so my monsters are now fully fledged and ready for spooky season. For this DIY, you're just gonna need some celery stalks, peanut butter, and then those candy eyeballs that we used in the last DIY. I just took my celery and I cut the stalks in half, then I went along and I scored the bottom, And this will help prevent all those little celery fibers from getting stuck in your teeth. It's a really cool trick and I love using it on celery. Then what I did is I grabbed my jar of peanut butter and I just spread peanut butter along the inside of all of my celery stalks, and I also found some Nutella. So I put some Nutella on some of the celery too, just because I could, and Nutella is awesome. And I'm being healthy with the celery, so I can splurge a little bit on the Nutella, you know? Once I had put peanut butter and Nutella on all of my celery, I grabbed those candy eyeballs once again, and then I just placed a few eyeballs on each and every one of the celery stalks. So they're just little creepy crawly celery monsters. They're nothing fancy, but they are still super cute. For this last DIY, I just grabbed a few cuties and a Sharpie marker. You can also use food marker. I wasn't too concerned though, because it's on the outside of the Clementine. But all I did was I drew a few triangles and a little smiley face, and there you have it. It's just a cute little Clementine jack-o'-lantern. Super easy to do. Anybody can do it. You can play around with all of the little faces on your Clementine jack-o'-lanterns and just have a good time with it.
You guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. And I had a really fun time making this for you guys. I have a whole lot of food to eat now. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I love you guys so, so much, and goodbye!